Hello everyone. I'm going live in my group Intuitive Angel Messages, and we are going to be channeling messages from your guardian angels today and answering any questions that you have about your guardian angels. And I'm also going to be channeling a message or two from my own guardian angel as well. I first want to just talk briefly about, belief systems. Some people have the belief system that only what is written in this book is accurate or real, and that's their belief. Other people have belief systems that, other denominations, other, upbringings and other family units, other friendships that have their own belief systems. So you have many different kinds of belief systems, and as we are awakening on the planet, people are starting to question their belief systems more and more. So whether it resonates with them or it doesn't, and with my upbringing, I really just didn't have any belief systems in place. I saw other people's belief systems, but I could tell they didn't resonate with me. So I just kind of really, as a kid, I grew up frolicking around in the forest, having a wonderful time with my younger sister. And we were just in tune and in touch with nature and enjoying ourselves and just having a good time, basically. And when my mother had to work through the summer months, we would go to daycare or someone's home that would look after us, and then she would pay them to look after us. But ultimately, some of these homes where we would go, each household would have a different belief system, a different church that they would go to, a different belief system that they believed in. And so I kind of got to, dip my toe in the water and try out different belief systems. And I knew from a very young age that if I was to get tightness in my chest or my stomach, that was indicating to me that this wasn't something that I needed to pay attention to, or it didn't resonate with me. It didn't feel good. Just like if my chest was really open and light, and I maybe got butterflies and excitement flowing through me, and I'm like, where's that coming from? It's an indicator that your soul, your guardian angels, your spiritual team is guiding you in that direction. Move in that direction. This is best suited for you to move in this direction. So, when my guardian angel opened up in front of me, 15 years ago, and then crossed through my body, I had no expectations. I had no belief systems. I wasn't interested. You could call me like a little butterfly flitting around, having fun in life, and whatever this was, what wasn't on my radar. Let's put it that way, okay? So now fast forward to maybe 2-3 months later, going through Costco, seeing a deck of angel cards, and I'm like, oh, and I felt very gravitationally like pulled towards them. My eyes really locked in on them, and they were $10. Can you imagine that? $10. Back in the day, that's when things were $10. And so I bought my first deck of angel cards, and I thought, now what? Okay, these cards are going to help me communicate with them, but now what? And then it even took me a few years to figure out that the angels were communicating through my chakra centers. They were coming in through the left-hand side of my brain and then just temporarily sending energy down the right side of my arm, my hand, and then gravitationally pulling my hand, my fingers, and right down to the cards in which they wanted to choose. So that took years to figure that out. Nobody else was talking about this or teaching this. And then the ball started to roll, and then I started recognizing other ways that they were attempting to communicate with me, and all of which now I am teaching others to do, which is awesome. It's like, picture a shortcut in life to make things easier, more direct, more fluid, more high vibrational, more of a connection. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. So when we talk about our guardian angels, I'm not talking from the point of view of a belief system. I don't have a belief system. I go with what resonates. I go with my intuition, my gut feeling, what feels good and what doesn't. I recognize the energy around me. I've called in Archangel Michael as my spiritual bouncer. He takes care of things for me. We work in tandem together. And I move through life excited and happy to being here and communicating with them and receiving help and guidance from them. And that's the most important. Whether you believe or don't believe, they don't care. What they care about is asking them to help. So instead of struggling through life by yourself, constantly going uphill, or maybe having difficult moments, try calling on them for help. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about guardian angels? Feel free to type in the comments. Love to hear them. And while you are thinking about your question that you would like to ask about guardian angels, I'm going to be channeling a message from my guardian angel. And then we're going to take your questions that you have for your guardian angel. And I'm looking for specific questions. So if I see a question that's like, oh, you know, is there a message for me? I'm going to probably skip it. I'm going to skip it because there's going to be somebody else that really needs help with a specific question in their life. And that is where I'm going to move towards. Okay? If the answer that comes through really resonates with you and it's very highlighted, and it's maybe getting a shiver up your body, maybe you're feeling like, yeah, or it really resonates, that is for you. That is for you. Okay? So I'm just going to see, Agnes is just chuckling. What my guardian angel, Agnes, would like to say to everyone watching. She says, blessings, dear ones, blessings. Many of you are aware of our existence, that we are here. But some of you, she's scratching that out. She's saying many of you are not utilizing conversationally our assistance. It takes your choosing, your free will choosing to speak with us and to ask us questions, to ask us for guidance, for help, for assistance in your life. Not only that, but also if you're having hardships in your life, turn to us to complain about them. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. Open up and complain to us about your hardships. Why? Why would we ask you to do this? Because it is necessary to release that vibrational frequency from you to help elevate your frequency, to help you move in a different direction, to transmute your thoughts, your words, your emotions into the light. And in doing so, you will raise in vibrational frequency. Other doors will open for you. Solutions will come. Problems will dissolve. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now she's just saying blessings again. Blessings. Okay? All right. Okay. All right, nobody has any questions about guardian angels, so we will move to any questions that you have for your guardian angel. And they all know that you're here. They all know we're talking about this topic, and they're aware of this conversation. There's nothing that they don't know. And that was a tough one for me in the beginning. I was like, oh my God, they can hear my thoughts. No, no. But that is what was happening. And that realization that they were hearing my thoughts was shocking to me, to say the least. So I don't know if you guys are asking questions because I'm not seeing it here. I'm sure you are. It's just that I'm not seeing them. So I think what I need to do is maybe grab another device in order to see. And I don't know why. How bizarre. Okay, be right back. All right. That's so weird. There's never just no one asking a question. Come on. All right. There we are. Now I see you. You know, I watch myself back sometimes and I just say, look at how goofy I am. But I love it. I love just like looking back at myself and having a good chuckle again. And then there's sometimes I'm like, I'll watch myself, even months down the road, and I'm watching, as I'm channeling this like profound guidance, from the angels, and I'm tearing up on camera, and then I'm tearing up watching myself tear up, which makes me laugh even more. It's the little things in life you have to have a good chuckle about. Holy Toledo. There we are. All right. Sweet. You see Ganesh. Oh, that is awesome. I love it. Ganesh is wonderful. Wonderful energy to have visit you and be connected with you. So I don't know if your background consists of Ganesh being there, maybe with the belief systems of yourself or others in your community, or where you live, or the land. He's talking about the land and being connected with the land where you are, or maybe where you grew up. So let me know. That's awesome. I channeled Ganesh once, and I have it up on my YouTube channel, Kristen Davies. Highly recommend you check it out. It was pretty awesome. Hey, that's a great question. Does the male guardian angel always handle life purpose? Yes. I just get yes on that. So, as you guys know, your female guardian angel is helping you through the trenches in life. I call her your nurturing guardian angel. So she's there helping you through the good, through the bad, through the everything. She's like right there walking it with you. However, I have noticed with students that have come through my mediumship courses that their male guardian angel is stepping forward more, or maybe the guardian angel is choosing to be androgynous and working with the person more directly, and maybe that's what's needed at that particular time in their life. So that's pretty fascinating to see that. But I see predominantly female or androgynous working side by side with the person. And then, of course, the male guardian angel or androgynous is helping with the life purpose. What did your soul sign up to do here? And how are they going to help you fulfill and do it while you're here? Oh, going through amnesia and not even remembering what you signed up for. P.S. I'll be doing a video on that in the near future. Why is it that we don't remember? Okay? So that is a yes. Yeah, speed learning. That's the way I do it. So you're having a 2-day trip with your son this week. I see applauding, clapping, happy, joyful. Enjoy yourself. They're telling me you have a little bit of a worry wart mind. You're a little bit of a worry wart. They want you to relax. Enjoy yourself. That's what they want to say. Are my angels giving me messages for my finances? Yes, I get that repeatedly. And I get a very expansive energy with that. Happy, joyous, expansive. What they're showing me with this expansive energy is abundance in all forms. Abundance comes in all forms. It doesn't just come by working for a paycheck. It comes in many, many different ways. And they want you to be open to receiving abundance in other ways that you are not yet expecting. And then they went like this, green check mark. I don't know. Like, check. Expect it, because it's coming. Just maybe not in the ways that you are imagining it to. Okay? Oh, they've got me so many times in my life like that. I'm like, well, okay, well, I have $10 left in my bank account, years and years ago. And then they'll just bring in these like situations and opportunities and like, it's just like stuff that comes out so far out of left field, you never even began to imagine it. So be open for that. Okay? And always remember, does a bear in the woods worry about money? Does a whale out in the ocean worry about money? So why are we the only animals on planet Earth that is worrying all the time? Stop that. Snap, shift, put on a funny movie, put on some high vibrational music, dance, and start thinking about what you are thankful for in your life, what you appreciate, okay? And when the heaviness comes up of the worry, out the door to your angels it goes, so they can get it into the light and transmute it for you so it doesn't come back. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, I feel so much more peaceful. And you're not drawn to having those thoughts anymore. You're not drawn to being worried about certain things anymore. Highly recommend it. All right. Sweet Tippy. You saw a man enter your room in the middle of the night. I was startled but laid back down and was told his name was... Oh, how interesting. Pigeonfoot? Okay, was that a spiritual guard or angel? So I want you to ask that question. Was that your spirit guide or was that an angel? And then you're going to put it in the comments and then I'm going to work with you on getting that answer. Okay. Sweet. Benu, you're asking your guardian angels what kinds of positive changes are going to happen in your life and how can I prepare for them? You know what I get? A closing of my crown chakra. Not usually a good sign. What that tells me is that they're only going to feed you information when you need it. And so they're closing it down. Shop's closed. And so basically, I'm just going to let them talk now. I already know. I already know what that is. It's on a need-to-know basis. Okay? They want you to relax and go with the flow. You're moving in the right direction. You're taking the right action steps. They're saying that the more fear and worry and doubt you have, you need to steer the ship in another direction. And that is of your choosing. That is of your free will. That's in your hands. But with you doing this, you are collaborating and working in tandem with them. And they love that. Keep doing it. And now they're smiling and clapping, but really fast. Keep doing it. Like that. Okay? They just put that right up in my face. Oh, that was so cute. Now they're thanking me. And I see your male guardian angel. He's more in the forefront. So I'm assuming that's more like life purpose kind of stuff. At least he's stepping forward. He's got his eye on the prize with you, in tandem with you. All right, Faith. In August, I had the most amazing dream about UFOs and angels. Sweet. Oh, sweet. I was in the dream too. I feel it was a message from my guardian angel. Okay, and what were they trying to tell you? Okay. Okay, so the first thing that they're coming through and saying is that when we have these waves of energy that come in at night, I call them ascension waves, and they start to permeate through our vessel in order to help lift and raise our vibrational frequencies and open our chakra centers in order to have more energy flow through our chakra centers, have it more easier for more energy to flow through our vessels, through our chakra centers. That's why they're opening them. And also it makes for easier, smoother communication. And what they're saying is that during these times when we are anchoring the light, in the evenings when we're sleeping, our vessels aren't entirely sure what is transpiring. Okay? And so sometimes we get huge amounts of energy pulsating through our vessels. So what does your body do? It kind of goes into maybe fight or flight mode a little bit. Like as your heart chakra is expanded and your crown chakra and your solar plexus, right? And you're having really vivid dreams, really intense, vivid dreams. Because then you're sleeping and next thing you know, the body's going into this and then you're taking on more light, but you're sleeping. So then you're having these intense dreams. That's the first thing they want to talk about. Second thing they want to talk about. They're just smiling warmly. I just wait for it and it washes through my face and I'm going along with them. They're also talking about having a visitation. So those are two different things. Intense, vivid dreams that are taking place during a time of ascension, a wave of ascension, energy coming in, which creates really intense dreams. I'm not going to be analyzing my dreams at that time. I'm just not. Because my vessel is going through it and my dreams are taking it. I'm going the dreams I have are just like, and then I tell my guardian angel, if I go off the deep end with these dreams and it's really intense, could you please wake me up? So she's been doing that for me. Or could you please pull me out of that dream? It's been working wonders. Highly recommend it. But the second thing that it could be is a visitation. And they're talking about the person that is having these dreams is the one that will know if it is the light anchoring through their vessel and they're having intense dreams and that's all it is, or if it's a visitation. And now they're dusting off their hands, which tells me they're done talking about this. So do you want to tell Faith if she's having, that's up to Faith to recognize what that is. Okay, Faith, it's in your hands. They're not going any further. I'd go with them if they wanted to, but they don't. They're saying it's up to you to know what that is. I just look to your guardian angel and he goes like this. I'm done. I'm like, okay then. Is there something I should be doing? Okay. Be doing in or for my marriage. Okay, so what would you like to ask? What kinds of things should you be doing, Madonna? So you ask that question more specifically, and then I'll dive in deep on it with you. Okay, so Barb, we're doing specific questions. Lindsay's asking, can my guardian angel tell me how to communicate with my cat? Oh my God, girl! The same way we did it in the mediumship courses. The same way you're going to do it with another person, the same way you're going to do it with your guardian angel. So you're just going to relax your mind, and the cat doesn't even have to be looking at you, okay? You're really not trying to get in your cat's head per se. You're trying to connect with your cat's higher self or soul, and also the other energies that step forward for me when I'm communicating with cats is their guardian angel. I was like, a cat has its own guardian angel. How fascinating. Didn't know. Figured that out during readings. So you can just relax and then tune into the energy that's all around your cat. And just let that energy place a word in your mind. And you can work on just a word, and then you can work on a short sentence, maybe some imagery. Write it down. That's what I'm getting. This is going to be good for you to practice with this. Journal what messages you're receiving. That's what they want you to do. And I get giddiness and happiness and joy. A real giddiness. And it's right at the bottom of my chest plate in my body. Like giddiness. They're really happy about it. Do you want to say anything else? They're talking about you taking the mediumship course again. I don't know if that's been on your mind, but they are nudging you to come and take it again. That's what they're saying. Okay? Now, if you feel differently or you're not thinking about it, you go in a different direction. What I'm getting is that you're getting nudged to come again. It'll be good for you. It'll help lift and raise your vibrational frequency. And now they're smiling. They're also talking about it helping you get out of your head. Lindsay, they're tattling on you. So if you're up in your head a lot, then that will help you get out of your head. Okay? All right, Nicole. Okay, so what I've seen, Nicole, is guardian angels are guardian angels. Archangels also work with your guardian angels, and they're on your team. I've never seen somebody have a guardian angel that is an archangel. I've never seen it. And I've done well over 2,000 readings. Now, maybe that's what you feel is there, and maybe your guardian angel is stepping back more, and maybe Sandalphon is stepping forward more and taking that role, taking that place. That could be the case as well. Maybe Sandalphon is really close in with your team and working in tandem with your team, so it feels like your guardian angel. So what specifically are you asking, Nicole? What specifically do you want to know? Deborah, feeling like buying some property somewhere warm for the winter and where your son and grandson live, and asking if that's good for you. I'm not seeing a house. I'm seeing like smaller quarters, like a condo, maybe a 1-bedroom condo or an apartment. Looks like a condo to me though. They're smiling and clapping, and I see happiness and joy with this. It's in your hands. It's your free will decision. But if you choose to take this path, they're happy for you. And this would be a good, they're talking about it being a good venture and a good adventure for you. They're talking about, you know, when you're kind of, you're at home a lot, or you're in one place a lot and you don't really travel a whole lot. Well, no shit. We're kind of in the middle of quarantine after quarantine after quarantine, but we get it. Maybe this is a pattern that you've had for a while, even before quarantine. And so having this condo will give you good reasoning to get up and go to this warm destination to enjoy yourself. I hope that makes sense. Paul, do you have any names that are coming to the forefront through your mind that you'd like to type in the comments area? And then we'll narrow it down for you. So relax your mind and let the name come to you and then type it in. I'm not giving things away easily. I'm having you practice with me. Stephanie, what are your strongest psychic abilities right now? Those are the ones that I would focus on. So for me, clairvoyance was way off the deep end. Forget about it for years. It wasn't going to happen. So that wasn't the one I was focusing on. I was focusing on the gifts that I had, like claircognizance, just ideas or insights that pop into my head out of the blue. A great idea. Thank you. I always say thank you. And then I also would get clairsentience, a good gut feeling about something. And I would follow that and I would build on that. So those are the two that I built on. And I built on those through oracle cards or angel cards. And the more I used the angel cards, the more my gifts opened and flourished. Of course, then there's courses and classes that many are teaching. So whomever you feel drawn towards in taking that, that's another suggestion. Anything else? No? Focus on the gifts that you already know you have and bring them more to the forefront. Chrissy is asking if Alabama is a good place for her to move to. I'm getting a big no. And I get a big pullback in my body. So if you ever have a question about, should I move to this location, quiet your mind and see how your body feels. If your body feels kind of tight and closed off and you feel like you're sinking in your chair and like you don't want to get up and move, that's a no. If you feel butterflies and you feel light in your body and like you want to get up out of your chair and move, that's a yes. I'm getting a no. I'm getting a big no. You can take that off me now. Like, it can even be such a big no that your body will ache because they're pulling the energy back. Don't move. And it can be so strong, that direct guidance, clairsentiently through your body, that it can kind of ache a little bit. So I'm telling them to take it off. Sweet, Christina. Of course you did. They're drawn to you like a beautiful butterfly in a tropical garden. They love you. Many times when energy comes to visit, it can really heat up the body. energy heats up the body. That's why I have water with me a lot of the time. And also, water is a great conduit for energy. So if I drink lots of water, I'm cooling my system down. I'm getting the energy to flow through me. I love my clean, alkaline, pure spring water that I get delivered to my door. I highly recommend you do the same. All right, so is the energy that came to visit you, oh yeah. What is that? I've got this like portal, and it's in the corner of my room. I'll have Jesus come in, you know, they just choose this area here by my window. And as soon as we start talking about this energy, it's like, woof. But it's pretty, it's masculine. There's no question about that, is there? Christina, I don't even think you had to ask that question, did you? It's very large. It's a large energy, so I wouldn't say it's a soul. Let's narrow it down. He says he's overseeing your life path. What is to come in your future. He's telling me that you've been worrying a lot about what's to come for you in your future. What direction to take. Relocation. Is that all accurate? You want to type that in the comments? Also not wanting to leave your mom. You got a lot of worries going on in that head of yours. That's okay though, you know. It's okay to worry. It's just what we do with it. What are you going to do with the worries? Right? He's been called upon to oversee your life. Okay, now I'm going to try and narrow this down. I'm going to bring in Archangel Michael to help narrow this down. It feels like an archangel to me. What is this energy? Archangel Michael says, why don't you let him answer? Okay. Instead of imagery, could you just give me a title or a name? Okay, gotcha. He showed me at first a brilliant diamond, and the brilliant diamond is multifaceted, right? Of light. And this one section of the diamond of light is who he is. I'm like, okay, well, that's nice. But could you give me like, you know, a little more information? And he's saying that he is a portion of the Holy Spirit overseeing you, overseeing your life. He's been called upon. And we're saying he because here on earth, you know, we could say it if we wanted to, but I think we're going to go with he because it feels more masculine. Why does it feel more masculine? It's a strong energy. It is. It's very strong, very encompassing my entire room. It's not a small energy, very strong. And quite frankly, I can see why you felt a bit hot. I'm feeling hot in my chest and my neck. He says that he's working on things and he wants you to please stop worrying. Okay? Okay. Okay? He's got you covered. Who called you in? Your spiritual team did. For like more backup. Your spiritual team's trying to help you and guide you, but it gets to the point where they felt like they needed to call in a larger energy probably to put you at ease and relax you, and then to help you further. Is that about right? I'm getting chuckling. Yes, yes, yes. And much more than this. So there's a start, and this energy, the Holy Spirit, is helping you with so many more things. So maybe you've been praying. Maybe you've been even talking to Mother Mary, or you have been talking to God, and in comes the Holy Spirit to help you. Not shocked. You already have ties to this frequency. You already have ties to these energies, these ascended masters in other lifetimes. I think we've talked about that during a reading. But anyways, there you go. Okay, Andrea, what specifically are you feeling stuck with? And let's narrow it down, and then we'll get in to the trenches. Nice, Barb. Okay. Tippy wants to know if that was her spirit guide. So Tippy, when you're tuning into this energy, what's the feeling of this energy? Everybody else can do this with us, by the way. Angel, soul, more earth feeling, more feeling. Soul. And you know what I'm getting, Tippy? I'm feeling Native American energy. That's what it feels like to me. I feel it in my chest. I feel like this. How do you explain that? It's the energy of the music or the rhythm. I don't know. Okay. There's no need to worry. Relax, dear one, relax. Introduction. So, introductions. You were being introduced. He has since stepped back since then. Because he doesn't want to frighten you. I'm assuming. He's smiling at me and giving me a thumbs up. You have the ability, Tippy, to communicate with the other side. Oh, he looked Indian? Okay, there you go. And I get that in my chest, very light, and there's just a beautiful, beautiful energy with that. You can communicate with the other side, and when you're ready, he would like to communicate with you steadily, frequently. But he'll hang back more in order not to disturb you. Thank you, Kristen. There we are. Isn't that beautiful, Tippy? That we both picked up on this beautiful energy in the same way. I love confirmations. Don't you just love that? Anna would like to know about her career. Should she continue where she is or start to take a more spiritual path helping people? You're not quite ready to take a spiritual path to help other people or step off on a new venture. Financially, you need what you're doing now as a means to an end. So a means to an end is you're working, doing something in order to have the funds come in to support yourself. But you can start to venture off and learn new modalities, training, courses. I don't know. They're talking about getting trained in courses or classes or some kind of learning on the side part-time along with your full-time. or where you are with your career path. They're talking about bit by bit opening the door, okay? Bit by bit. They're also talking about you manifesting abundance into your experience in ways that maybe you haven't quite thought of yet, but having an abundant mindset, writing down a list of everything that you would like to create more of in your reality, including finances, abundance. I'm even seeing new people, new friendships coming into your life as a form of abundance as well. So it's interesting that they're talking about that. It's not just about money. And that will also help to free you, loosen the reins a bit. Okay? Sweet faith. Sweet. So you know what the answer is. It was a visitation. And your grandpa was in the dream too. Super awesome. I would say visitation, but again, that's up to you, as the angels say. I'm not going to answer that. I'm guesstimating, but you are the one that knows the answer. Lindsay, heck yeah, I'm going to take the course. You're not getting rid of me yet. Can't wait. Sometimes people need to take something a few times to kind of, well, it's like riding a bike. Are you going to learn how to ride the bike in the first 5 minutes? Probably not. It's probably going to take a few days. Maybe it'll take a month for you to kind of get where the brakes are and the gears. So when people are like, why do people keep taking your courses? Well, because it's something that you may need to practice to learn new things. I've revamped this one. It's going to be significantly different. And there's going to be little quizzes, Lindsay. I hope you'll be paying attention because I'll be quizzing you all the way through the 2 weeks. Okay, so, all right. Hello, Ariel. Okay, so we're going to move to Madonna's question because she hasn't gotten an answer yet, and this is where I'm moving and I'm feeling drawn in this direction. Should I let go of what I want from my husband? So this is expectations that he'll change or that he's going to be something different than where you're currently at with him. I just wait for your angels to wash over my body and I quiet my mind and relax. You can do the same, Madonna, anytime you want. It'll be called Quiet Time with My Angels. Oof, his energy feels very stuck and rigid. They're washing me over with your husband's energy. Is that accurate? Like I don't feel much movement, kind of like rigidly stuck in his own way of being. I'm almost feeling, you're saying yes, and I'm almost feeling like he doesn't even want to hear certain things from you. Like you could try to communicate what you're doing or what you're up to or what you're interested in or want to talk about something, but he doesn't even want to hear it. Is that accurate? Your angels have 2 cents on if that's accurate. There's a difference between hearing someone. Yeah, we hear, you're saying yes, there you go. And then listening to someone. There's a difference between that. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, yeah. And listening to someone, okay? So you're saying yes, there we go. If you are expecting him to change from where he currently is, they're showing me a long term into the future, it will be the same. So then the question really comes down to, this is what they're saying. How can you stay with him? How can you make it through the years ahead? And then the question being, do you want to make it through the years ahead? That is in your hands. That is of your decision making, your choosing. However, if you wish for us to help free you up financially, mentally, emotionally, to allow you to make an easier decision for yourself and to have other doorways open for yourself that you can easily, smoothly, readily move through. And then I see you smiling more. You're not like, yay, I'm happy all the time, but you're smiling more than you were before. This is what they can do for you. Okay? And you know, Madonna, your guardian angels are very focused. They're very serious. I'm not getting giddiness. I'm not getting a whole lot of laughter. I'm just getting straight to the point. This is how it's going to be. If you want help, this is what we can help you with. And then they're very quiet and peaceful. I hope that has helped you at least give you a different perspective. And then, of course, it's of your choosing as to what you do with that. You're very, very welcome. We can do that, Nicole. Nicole's guardian angel. Okay. I'm getting it right in my face. Very tall. Presenting with not much clothing. I'm seeing a wrap around the waist. Presenting this way because this is one of the more frequent type of lifetimes that you have had on Earth. And he is presenting this way in order for you to be aware of this type of lifetime that you've had many times on Earth. He looks Egyptian to me, but very tall. Well, they all seem pretty tall to me. He has like a golden tan, and he's got a wrap around his waist, and he's like really something of significance, like right up in my face, and I'm like, yes, sir. And his hair is tightly woven or braided to his head, and then the pieces are dangling down on the back, and then there's little beads, colorful beads at the tip of the braided hair, all beaded, hanging down. It's really quite beautiful. Turquoise color, red color. He's presenting from Egyptian times. You know when you're looking up at the statues of the pharaohs and they're like, whoa, he's kind of presenting like that. He's not a pharaoh, he's your guardian angel, but he's presenting like this so that you have an idea of the many incarnations that you've had on Earth. There is a select number of them from Egyptian times. Got it. And I'm seeing cats. Cats with the pharaohs, but also the people. And he's talking about the individuals that incarnated during these times on Earth, the Egyptian era. The bad wording I'm using. But during these times on Earth, through being an Egyptian, they were drawn to cats because they had lifetimes, many of them had Lyran lifetimes. Okay? Okay, so we're going to get his name now. Good God. Now I'm going to spell his name because it's something different. B-A-R-N-O-T. You can say it Barnot or Barno. Never heard that one before. That's a different one. That's a unique new one for me. Okay. Okay. That's how he's presenting today. So he's choosing this today. So he can explain some of the lifetimes that you've had. Do you feel drawn to the Lyrans, Nicole? The Lyran starseed? Lyran? They're saying yes. Or cats? Do you feel drawn to cats or Egypt? Okay. So, would you like to relay a message for her as to what you're helping her with right now? Trusting and belief in yourself that you can step forward and do this. Right now you are starting off. He wants you to branch off into doing more than just cards. It's time to branch off and do more than just cards on your channel. And you feel this insatiable appetite to take courses, classes, and to learn more, to learn more, to learn more. It's like this strong pull in you to want to learn and grow and do more. What they recommend to you is that whomever you're listening to, whomever is teaching you, that you follow your intuition, your gut feeling. If you get a tightness in your chest, they prefer for you to look elsewhere for teachings or to turn your attention off of that teaching. If you feel light and open in your chest and it feels good, really pay attention to what you're being taught. Okay. Sweet Ariel, not shocked. Not shocked. You know, people will say, oh, you're so good, Kristen. Damn, you're good. But quite frankly, what it really is practice, having more of a high vibrational frequency. Most of the time, I'm not perfect. Okay, I'm not. If you think I am, I'm not. But when you let go and you let go and you transmute a lot of it with your team and you start working with your team, that's what's really good. Now I've got the flow. Now it's really the angels that are super amazing. And then, of course, I play a piece in this puzzle, a significant piece, I suppose, since I'm the one relaying the messages. But it's a team effort. Make no mistake of that. Without them, we're, Love it, Stephanie. You're just like me. That's exactly how I was. Yep. Clear feeling, clear knowing. All right. So we're moving with Paul's guardian angels. He's picking up Damien. Accurate, 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 accurate. They're doing this in my head. Accurate, accurate, accurate. Why do they give it to me in threes? Because I've asked them to. I asked them to 15 years ago, and that's why they give it to me in threes. So I know. Okay, yeah, well, that's the answer. He gave it to me 3 times. And Ahuna, I hope I'm pronouncing that. They're correcting me. It's Ahna. Was that how you heard it, Paul? Ahna. Ahna. Or you could say... I love it. Your female guardian angel just said, or you could say Anna. Isn't that wild, Paul? Anna? The way she said it is in the back of the throat. Anna. Or you can say Anna. However was more comfortable for you. Because if you always want to say, hey, Anna, that might get a little bit, yeah, hey, Anna is a little easier. They just said brilliant, beautiful, Paul. They're congratulating you. Brilliant, beautiful. Yeah. I knew it, Christina. When they talk about you moving and relocating and you worrying, and now you're asking me if you should move overseas. Should you move overseas? You want the adventure and you want something new and different. But is that best to go that far for the adventure? Can't you have an adventure closer to home, closer to your mom? Preferably closer to home, closer to your mom. I don't know why they want you to be closer to your mom. You know, she's going to need you in the years to come. They prefer that you head off and have adventures, go on trips, go on travels. But to relocate overseas, they're not recommending this. There's a straight out flat not recommending this. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. If you're seeing 444 all the time, Chrissy, it's your angels telling you that relax, everything's being handled. We got this. We're watching over you. We're watching over this. Okay? So you can ask them, please guide me to the state that you feel is, or my soul feels would be best for me and the family. And then you wake up one morning and you can't stop thinking about Florida. or Miami, or whatever it may be. Okay, we're going to move to people that have not asked a question yet, and I'm looking for specific questions. I'm looking for specific questions. Okay, so Luz, I don't quite understand what you're asking. You're wanting to connect with this person for your son. A little more detail, please. Very good, Tippy. Don't be afraid. Why not be afraid? Everybody else is. Everybody else is shielding themselves and saging their rooms and crystals on their heads, and they're freaking out. Freaking out! Because it drops your frequency. And then you really are a vibrational match to low vibrational energies. Let's not do that, shall we? Face the fear and walk into it. Big Mike's got your back anyways. Oh, I love it, Tessa. We'll see you tomorrow. Good, Anna. Okay. If somebody tells me that they're stuck with their spiritual growth, 99% of the time it's not just stuck with your spiritual growth. There's stuckness or heaviness or low vibrational frequency in your thoughts, in your life, which then transpires over to the spiritual realm, usually. Okay? So when you're seeing scary stuff, have you said to your angels, I'm not interested in seeing scary stuff, so you can just take that away, and I'm not going to be open to seeing that again? Did you ever say that? So that would be something I would recommend. Do you want to recommend anything for Andrea? Let go. Let go. Let go. And now they're dusting off their hands. Ooh, let go. So what does let go mean? Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't overanalyze it. Just let it flow naturally and gradually over time when you're ready. There's also divine timing at play. So when our energy's ready, when we're feeling lighter, more happy, our mood is more vibrant in life, then that would be a good time. But if we're like overanalyzing, worrying, fearing, Spirit's going to be like, yeah, well, we'll just wait a little bit, okay? We'll wait until, you start to manage your own energy and clear up your own frequency, and then we'll talk about the door opening a little bit more. First of all, seriously, hats off to you, Hilda. Okay. So you've learned how to work with mentally disabled people, but you're feeling very drained. Should you continue this work? I'm getting that it's a means to an end. It's meant to... Okay, thank you. That was a lot of information at once. Can we slow that down a little bit? Just a little bit. Your angels are talking at lightning speed. El Braino no worko that fasto. When we go through life and we're like, what are we going to do for a living? I got to earn a living. I got to make money. And we operate from here and we think, well, this is a good path. I'll make money and then it'll be great from there on in. Except that we didn't take on the job training. Maybe we didn't go in and see what it was really like and watch the care aides as they worked and said, can I do this? Will I be able to do this for years on end? On the job training, highly recommend it. Also, we're not maybe feeling if it resonates. Your soul will tell you if this is what's best for you or not in your body. But most of us are up here. So the key is to get out of here and just feel in the body if your team says that's the best path or not. When we're not managing our energy, we're not managing our frequency, and we're not conscious and aware, then we go ahead and we just make decisions and we just act accordingly, thinking it's the best decision, and we're going to make money and it'll be a good career path. Everybody salutes you. Everybody's happy for you. I remember everybody being so happy for me because I started working as an office manager at this office, yet I was being paid a pittance. And I did learn a lot in the year that I was there. But I remember everybody else was just so much happier for me than I was about the job. I was like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you're happy for me. But ultimately, when we start to hone in and communicate with our angels, we hone in and communicate with our soul, then we are guided as to what action steps are best. Now we become the conscious observer rather than the unconscious observer in life. So when taking this and learning this, and now you're feeling very drained, now you're in it. Now what? You becoming conscious, being the conscious observer in your reality is top priority, so that you don't make decisions based off of what others think or what your mind thinks, rather if it feels good or feels right. Moving forward is preferred. This job is a means to an end, which tells me when they say this, that this job isn't something that's going to go on the next 20 years, the next 10 years. It's going to be what you need to pay the bills right now, but there's going to be an exit out of this. They're talking about some people are built to do that work. They are meant to do this work. They're tough enough to do this work. They have the stamina and the energy to pursue that type of work. I've always thought it too, to be honest. Like when you look at a fireman or a paramedic, I mean, God bless them. God bless them indeed. Or a nurse. I didn't take very long for me to recognize what a nurse's job was when I spent weeks after weeks in the hospital. And I remember thinking, oh my God, we haven't got a clue what that job is really about until you're in there and you're seeing it. But some of us aren't built like that, me included, and you included, from what they're telling me. So they want you to hang in there as your guardian angels. You've already asked them for help. You've already asked your team for help, haven't you? They're telling me this. They're telling me you've already prayed for help. You're already asking. And so they want you to just hang in there and wait as they open more doors for you in the future to shift out of this profession, this career path, as it is not meant to last for a lengthy period of time. Thank you, dear one. Your guardian angel is like a laser beam into the top of my head communicating with me. You wouldn't even believe how fast they're talking, and it's so loud. You should really try to communicate with them often. Okay, Hilda? Seriously, I'm not joking. Like, really hone in and practice with them often. Okay? So what type of help do you want for yourself, Lemore? What kind of help are we talking about? Financial help? Assistance from other people? Relocation? I'm going to let you go ahead and answer that. Okay, I'm moving to more specifics. Nicole, you do love cats. Cats, I bet, love you too. I bet cats are so drawn to you. Anything with cats, I bet, like looking after cats, being around cats, going to a cat cafe. I bet you got some of those in NYC. Oh man, that would be awesome. The cats would probably really resonate with you. You're welcome, Hilda. Okay. Yes. No way. Faith, you have a cat named Lyra? Like, come on. Come on. Oh, that is awesome, Paul. That's how I used to get it. It would be like a teleprompter, and I would read it in my mind. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Isn't that cool, Paul? Or they'll just put the word boom right there. Boom, right in your face. Usually I'll see it in white, highlighted in white. Okay, I'm just going to answer a couple more questions. Is there anything Amy needs to be focusing on directly right now, focusing in her life? In inner work, going within, slowing your thoughts down. I'm seeing meditation, quieting the mind, and that there with the quiet mind is where we will be, You're seeking all the time, like you're seeking, but it's within the stillness. That is where they will be. That's what they want you to know. And now they're giving me stillness. I'm like, it's just peace and stillness. That's really cool. Okay, Luz. Okay, you're at the ER with your son. Okay, and you're wondering if Daniel is with you. I'm not getting that he's there. It's a flat feeling, and I don't feel open or drawn to any energies. I'll tell you who is there. I see very tall, illuminated white angels, many of them, and they're just surrounding you. They are all around you, and they're like 11, 12 feet tall, and they're looking down and watching over what's going on. They don't want you to worry. It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. Daniel's aware of what is going on, but he's more in the spirit world right now. The angels are the ones that are in with you, and they're watching over everything. I almost feel like this is kind of like, well, you said in the ER, so it makes sense in what they're saying, like an emergency, kind of an urgent situation here. And so they're not letting others in right now. It's the angels focused in. It's the high energy focusing in on the situation. I see Archangel Michael is there as well. So I don't know if you've called Archangel Michael to come and live in your home or in your workplace, but then he will come everywhere you go, and he is also there. Sorry, my heart's pounding really, really friggin' fast. Like I'm nervous and I'm really upset and my heart's pounding like this. So I don't know if that's how you're feeling or that's the energy happening in the hospital right now, but can we please take it off? Almost have a hard time catching my breath. And Archangel Michael's stepping towards me and he's telling me that everything's going to be okay. It's like a nervousness with you. Holy cow. Can you take that off, please? Take it off, please. Thank you. Whew. Whew. It's got a wallop there. Walloped. Archangel Michael's eyes are on everything. He is so right up in there. He is on it. Okay? Whew, whew. Sorry. Oh, God. Sorry. Can you step back, Archangel Michael? Oh, God. Says he's doing that so you can see how serious they are in watching over the situation. Holy cow. You see, this is why the archangels and the angels don't open and expand their energy around us, because we break down and bawl our eyes out. He's just washing me with intense fierceness of watching over the situation and the love for you and the love for everyone. Holy crap. Holy, he gave it to me good there. You need to see that. And I'm the conduit for that. Oh, that was intense. Whew. I'll tell you, he doesn't do that with me often. Actually, I don't think he's ever done that with me. Not like that. Whew. He wants you to know that you're not alone and you're being watched over and protected right now. Holy mother. All right. That was way intense. Way intense. All right. Okay. So I'll take Limors because now you're going to narrow it down for me. Oh, they always help you, Limor. Sometimes we'll block the energy with our own low vibrational thoughts, or we complain a lot, we worry a lot. All of that plays a role in what you're sensing and feeling from your angels. Your angels might even be trying to help you, but then we self-sabotage ourselves with more chronic low vibrational thinking and more choices in our lives that we make that are not necessarily good for us. We're up in the head a lot. Okay? So it's like 1 foot forward and then 2 steps back. Okay, so what do you... I love this question. Limor, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, if not, I apologize. What do you have to do to feel better? Love it. There's a pity party going on here. Pity party. And they're just stepping back and letting you have your pity party until you're done. You can ask them to help shift your pity party, and they'll help you do that. They can help you, but they need you to help yourself as well. Can you do that? Will you do that? Will you ask us to help you do that? You are in the depths, and I feel your energy. You are in it, in the wallowing. But your angels say that you're not going to be there much longer because you're getting to that point where you're having enough. Part of you still has your foot in it, though. Okay, so here's the homework that your angels are going to give you that you have to do. Every low vibrational thought you have, every emotional feeling you have, you're going to give it to your angels to transmute into the light. Every single one that you have come up within you for the next 2 weeks. And they want you to aim for 25 times per day. So if you miss, say, 15 times throughout the day because you were busy, then at the end of the day, you're going to remember, oh yeah, I missed about 10 or 15 low vibrational thoughts, worries, fears, emotions. So then you're going to sit there at the end of the day and you're mentally or out loud going to list them off, and your angels will automatically transmute that into the light. And they're telling me right now that you must do this for the next 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they want you to come back down to 10 times a day for the next week. And then on the 4th week, they want you to do 5 times a day. That's your homework. That's what you must do. And you must not miss a day. Okay. Your angels aren't super close to me. They're more at a distance on the other side of the room. So, you know, when you raise in your frequency, after you hand off all this low vibrational jargon that's going on inside of you, I don't care if it's real. I don't care if you have a story behind it. No, I mean, they maybe care. I don't. I don't even care about my own story. I don't care. Because ultimately, I'm putting myself back into the depths every time I go on this ring around the rosy. So you can make excuses for why you're feeling this way. You make excuses for why you have this story that's rotating in your head. But ultimately, if you want to move into a better feeling place, you'll let go of the stories, you'll let go of the excuses, and you'll do the work, which really isn't a whole lot of work. You just have to be the still observer of your thoughts and your emotions. And every time you have a thought that sinks your frequency, you give it to your angels 25 times a day. That's the homework. Do it, do it, do it. It works. All right. That was way intense. Oh, thank you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.